Hello and welcome to a Blaseball of Week 2 of Fall Ball. As the second fall loomed, attendance overtook 15,000, winning us something. As something was won, the descriptions of both nothing and something updated. Nothing is commemorated, nothing beckons. Power vacuum, creative void. Something opens, something funnels. Immateria belched, space made. But we also unredacted our next target, 30,000 attendees in exchange for artifact. If we reach capacity, we will surface the artifact. But it is the falling players that draw the crowds. So, the Crabs gained Gabriel Griffith, last seen batting for the Firefighters. They have previously played for the Stakes, Fridays, Lovers and Tigers. When entering the black hole, Gabriel was a negative, scattered and had a travelling item. The Shoe Thieves collect Oliver Lufa, who used to be a batter for the Garages, but has played for the Shoe Thieves before. When last seen, they were a minimalist, negative, subtractor and had an item with the 4th strike mod. Falling to the Jazz hands was Erickson Sato, who has come from the Wild Wings shadows, having never seen active play. London Simmons joins the Sunbeams. They had been batting for the Moist Talkers, where they evolved to base 2. The Millennials added Jonathan Catalina to their roster. Jonathan has fallen from the Lovers lineup and was scattered. And the Moist Talkers get Russo Slugger, who previously pitched for the Jazz hands. The Dale collect Joe Voorhees, who falls from the shadows of the Sunbeams. Joe had previously played for the Shoe Thieves, Moist Talkers and Spies, but retreated to the shadows as they were shelled. They became scattered before Black Hole entry. Enid Slumps joins the Wild Wings. They used to be in the Flowers shadows, where they gained a trading item. The Garages catch Timmy Vine, fresh from the Millennials' shadows. Whilst in the shadows, they became a negative. The Georges gain Kit Ratoon, who was a Worms batter before the black hole. Zephyr McLeod falls to the Tigers. They were last seen in the Dale's shadows, after being redacted and then attracted. They have a pro skater item. And the Magic add Axel Campbell, who was previously a pitcher for the Crabs. The Flowers add Zach Sanders to their roster, a pitcher from the Sunbeams. Zach had previously taken a sabbatical to the Pies, but they finished the era as a negative and scattered. The Mechanics gained Chorby Short, who was pitching for the Jazz hands. Due to briefly having the 5th base, Chorby has played for the Garages, Magic, Millennials, Fridays, Flowers, Stakes and Tigers. Chorby was the first player in Blaseball history to enter active play from the shadows, and is also famous for having the record of most foul balls hit in a season. When they entered the black hole, Chorby was a homebody, an attractor, a friend of Crows and a triple threat. Falling to the Lovers is Donya Dolly, who was last seen in the shadows of the Jazz hands, having never been in active play. The Firefighters catch Don Elliott, who falls from the Dale's shadows. They have played as both a pitcher and batter before, and were scattered when last seen. The Fridays collect Haruta Bird, who was previously in the Pies shadows. They have pitched for the team for just over half a season. Hatfield Suzuki falls to the Breathmints, from the Tigers lineup. They have also played for the Millennials and the Rising Stars. Before the black hole, they were a negative, undefined, Ego 1 and had a pro skater item. The Lift collect Barry Burkhard, who was a Stakes pitcher. They had a gravity item before the black hole. Nancy Grackle joins the Spies, having previously been in the Georges shadows. They have seen active play as both a pitcher and batter. They had an ambitious item when last seen. The Tacos gain Top Best, who falls from the Sunbeams rotation. They only saw 28 days of active play, but were scattered. Falling to the Worms is Jacob Winner. Jacob was last seen pitching for the Lovers and had also played for the Fridays. They were idle immune, scattered, and had flippers and an affinity for crows. The Pies add Thomas Marsh to their roster, who comes from the Crabs Shadows and has never seen active play. And finally, Sandy Carver falls to the stakes. Previously a pitcher for the Millennials, and having played for the Breathmints, Sandy was a negative and a triple threat. Every team now has 2 players. There is a mix of combinations with previous batters, pitchers, and players who have never been in active play, but we still have no more available information besides their names. Thank you for joining me for another Blaxplanation. I'll be back with more Blaseball fun and facts soon, but until then, rejoice, play ball.